Welcome to ESC United, everyone, for another Eurovision 2022 interview. Today, I'm super excited because we are joined by Bulgaria's representative today in Turin. It is the Intelligent Music Project. How are y'all doing?
Hi, Connor. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. And I know that y'all have had a pretty long journey to get to Turin. You were one of the first artists and also the first song that we got for Turin. So knowing that that was all the way back, I think at the beginning of December, and now here we are in May in Turin. How does it feel to finally be there?
Yeah, it sounds like we walked on foot from Bulgaria to Italy. We started in December and then there we are. But yeah, we had a lot of things to do during those 5 or 6 months. We had a couple of tours and many other shows. And as you see, a lot of interviews, and all of us kept as busy as we can. So we didn't actually feel this period as a long one. It was like very dense with a lot of work to do. So we're fine, and we're as excited as we were in December. So we can't wait.
Yeah. Well, and I know that you also had your second rehearsal yesterday. We watched that. So since the press can finally be in the press center, we finally got to see everything. So how did everything go during your second rehearsal yesterday?
Yeah, it was smoother than the first one, of course. The first day we were just getting used to it, to all, not only the stage but all the system behind that. You need to be in time for the in-ear checking, and then you go to the sound check, and then you go to the stage, and you have 20 minutes to rehearse, and then you go back, and then you have interviews. So we were getting used to that, but it was fun. And just today everything was smoother, like in the way that everybody was working very, very well. The crew in the venue is amazing. They work very hard and very good. They make it very easy for us. So yeah, it was very cool. We were finally with the stage clothing and using the fire and all the lights. We had this viewing the first rehearsal for the camera. So yesterday was even better for the cameras for the broadcasting. So yeah, it was very cool to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I know as well, if I did my research and my math correctly, I know that this year, for you being in Turin for Eurovision, is also how you're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the band. So how does it, or what does it feel like to be doing this as part of kind of your 10-year milestone?
Actually, yeah. We decided to be here just to celebrate the anniversary of the band. No, I'm just kidding. It's special. It's special is because first of all, since we are not the kind of band that normally go to Eurovision, and we are not a band who was formed to go to Eurovision, because we were working together since many years ago. We did a lot of albums, a lot of shows together around Bulgaria and other countries around Europe. Um, it is special for us, to be here for the first time. It's a totally different world from the rock scene. The fans are different, the press is different, everything is totally different. So it's a kind of a cool way to celebrate that we're still doing it. As Maneskin say last year, rock never dies. So it's totally true in this case. We feel honored and proud to be here representing Bulgaria, and this opportunity to have this huge event with this huge fan base to show to the people, spread the message we have, and to show what we can do.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of being there for the first time, I know for the rest of you it's the first time, but Stoyan, for you, this is the third time that we're going to see you here at Eurovision. So number one, what is it like to be back on the Eurovision stage? And number two, have you given any of these individuals some advice ahead of Eurovision?
Uh, I'm so excited that I take part again on Eurovision, and I hope this will not stop all my life. Take part. So it's you mean some advice to give some advice? Um, it's not easy to give advice because every time is different. You cannot give some formula for success, but I just say never stop to reaching your goals and dreams and have fun.
Thank you.
I think that's still very good advice. So thank you, Stoyan. Well, and speaking of kind of, I guess that formula for success, I know that for every single Eurovision artist, success is different. You know, some artists just being there is a success journey. For some of them, it's, you know, not coming bottom 5 in the grand final, things like that. So for you all, how would you define success at Eurovision?
Well, I don't know, success is really a thing of a subjective thing, as you said. And I think we are already successful being here and having the chance to present our song to as many people as possible. And like having the chance to be on that stage with all the things that come with it, you know, we feel already very good about it, and everything else will be a bonus, you know. And we try to remain sane, you know, throughout all that journey, and have as much fun as possible and as many different beers as possible. So we already feel great about what we have and what we do. So everything else is just an icing on the cake, but we have the cake already.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's kind of sounds like icing on the cake. So you
Yeah,
kind of took the words right out of my mouth there. I did
sure.
also want to ask you though about your song intention, because as I mentioned earlier, that's the first song that we got from the Eurovision CD and everything. So can you tell me a little bit more about how that song kind of was written and came together, and about how long did it take for you to kind of create this song?
Well, actually, the funny thing is, and that's one of the reasons why we released the song that early. It was because the song was ready at that time. Because you know it's part of our new album, which is going to be released this July. Um, our new album called Unconditioned. So we were finishing the recording session of that album when everything about Eurovision came out. So we were trying to pick up one of the songs that probably fit better into the Eurovision world, you know, because obviously not every song is fitting for the fans' taste in this context. So we thought it probably will be the best song to represent Bulgaria, not only because of the music style, but also because of the message. One of the things that intelligent music take more in detail on our music is the message of the lyrics. Dr. Milan Bravesky, who is the founder of the band, the producer, and the guy who write the music and the lyrics, he take this very seriously. Like the music is a way to heal people. It should be a tool to bring happiness, right? So we thought that probably intention would have the best message possible, considering the times we're living nowadays after the pandemic and now with the war situation. So just basically telling that we can change what is happening. We can be better, but we need to have the intention to do it. And that's what we are telling to the people. So it came very naturally, actually. There wasn't anything forced, like, okay, we will try to fit this style, so maybe we can have some more votes, or we can do this to like more to the people. We thought just what we can do with this opportunity to this spotlight of a lot of fans, a lot of people listening to your music, what we can do with that. So we decided to spread this message to the people, to bring a little joy, a little happiness, a little hope, and because of the times we're living.
Yeah, good point. Well, and I do also want to ask you because I promised the question. So, if you were not able to perform Intention at Eurovision, if I told you that you had to pick another song from the Eurovision 22 album to perform in Turin instead, and you can answer this individually or as a group, take your pick, what song do you think you'd be performing and why?
Well, hey ho, let's go for glow and rock and roll. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that would be.
at least
Very good.
me. I love the energy of the Moldovan team, and
Yeah.
it just brings me joy.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a
When I
vibe.
hear it's a vibe that is great, and we really have the same folklore in Bulgaria. Like that type of music is really close to us. So I guess it would be a logical choice, you know.
Yeah, I think it's about the
Gotcha.
vibe.
Yeah.
We should take this opportunity to show to Europe that we can heal people with music. It's like I don't want to see this Eurovision like a place where you go and face other people. I'm gonna win and I'm gonna be the first. And um, I think we should take it like the chance to be all together and show to the rest of the world that we can do something good through the music.
Yeah. Well, and my final question for you all, because I always love kind of treating these interviews as an opportunity for you all to also kind of promote yourselves. So I know that we talked about how there is a upcoming album that'll be coming out there after Eurovision, but where can our listeners and our readers on the website kind of follow you? Where can they stream your music? Kind of give us all those plugs.
Well, you can find intelligent music in all the social platforms, besides TikTok. Yet, I think we are not too much into the dancing, mostly. Sorry, but yeah, and also the website intelligentmusicproject.com. I think it is, and you can find all the information with all the albums we already have, all the video clips, news, shows, tickets, even all the history of the band through all the musicians that were playing before in the band, and that's it. And obviously, don't miss the new album. It's not only for promoting music. It's, as I told you before. I think uh, we have something very cool to say in our songs, and if we can help at least some people to be a little bit more shiny and happy through the music, we will be more than happy with that.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you all so much for your time today. I know that you didn't have to agree to this interview, but we do really appreciate it, and we've really enjoyed, at least I have, getting to talk to you and learn a little bit more about your staging. For those who are watching, make sure that you tune into the first semifinal because I know that y'all are going to light up that stage. I know because I
You will.
watched it. You know because you performed it. And for those who maybe are checking us out for the first time, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Again, make sure that you follow the Intelligent Music Project on all of their socials and everything. But again, best of luck in the semifinal. Best of luck on Tuesday. And with that, I'm going to leave everyone with a griddle. Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Wish you all the best.
Bye.
Bye.
Very